Any assistance from any of you guys?
I'm very
You
proud.
did great.
I was like, hey, it's right there.
See, you're getting used to all of this.
Hi, Og. Nice to see you. Cool. Well, I think without further ado, we are good to go ahead and get started. So, the Egyptian sun is high in the sky as you and your band of treasure seekers toil in the sand and dust of Alexandria. For the past few weeks, you've been working in the ruins of a structure known as the Serapeum, a spiritual successor to the fabled Library of Alexandria that was also destroyed by time and fire. So far, you haven't found much more than scorpions and blisters on your feet, but you know something important is buried here. Suddenly, gunshots ring out, and people at nearby dig sites scream. A horde of men in black and gold robes rush into the Serapeum on horseback, kicking up sand and firing rifles as you scramble to respond. So, a little bit of an in media res opening for y'all. As I move you to a new map, and I try to make it fit in the window. And I go grab tokens for you guys. So, everybody go ahead and roll for initiative for me, please.
Yeah, like we're just out the gate doing this.
Oh my god, where am I? Who am I? Oh god.
I think that's me.
There I am. And I also rolled correctly this time.
But you didn't click on your character.
No,
I did.
Aunt Puppy did.
I did.
That's showing up on mine.
What? I did it wrong?
Oh, suck it, all of you!
Wow, Rick.
21.
Wow.
Where are my bad guys? There they are.
Only ones I see are Jonathan and Rick. Like, I don't even see mine, and I rolled.
I see yours at 21, but it shows on the turn order mine as 21, but I got an 11.
Oh, I better go see what that's about.
Well-oiled machine.
So
We
maybe I
we
did-
have a brand, and we stick to it.
I also can move everybody.
Yeah, you guys, you should have access to everyone.
No, stop moving, Evie. There we go. I'm gonna try this again. Son of a.
Wow. Why did Artist roll 14 times?
Because it wasn't popping up anything on mine.
Oh
Or
boy,
you roll till you get the one you want.
Hey,
science.
look. I have an 8. I would like it known.
I'll keep my 7.
Rick
No,
has an
let's
8.
keep going back.
All right, let me go unfuck this. What is happening?
I like the fact that the one that finally decided to stay was the 17. The rest was like that. But it popped up on the turn order, so yeah.
Evie, did you really get a 6?
Okay, pick whichever one you want. I don't care. I got it to work.
Cool.
Yes, I really rolled a 6, then a 22, then a 20.
I only rolled once and rolled correctly. So, I mean,
I think we found your character then. You just know then.
I also only rolled once and rolled correctly, but for some reason it went from being an 8 to a 7 suddenly. I want that point back.
I just tried to get all the numbers and I might have succeeded.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that means everything is. Let me roll my bad guys, and then we'll see what happens. I guess. About to blow the whole thing up.
Oh. Goodness.
Well-oiled
gracious.
machine, everybody. We definitely practiced while we were away for the last 2 weeks. We were in the gym every day working on our Roll20 skills.
My camera's gone. I don't know what's going on with that.
All right, so in descending order, we've got Alex on first, Ardeth, Jonathan, Rick, Evie, and then the Warriors. So, Alex, you are up first. As You and your family have sort of been checking out this dig site in the middle of this weird, dusty spot, and these warriors are coming this direction to do something horrible to you, presumably.
Okay, is this a wall I'm behind?
Yeah.
Jonathan,
And is there a door somewhere?
Yeah, so the whole area is kind of ruin and rubble, so anywhere you want to leave the building, you can find a hole large enough for you to slip through.
Okay. So what I kind of want to do is don't necessarily want to leave. I want to like shoot through a hole to maintain cover
Okay.
because I'm a 14-year-old with a Tommy gun.
Jonathan.
I don't know what I missed, but it must have been good.
I just keep moving everybody around because I can.
I was sitting there trying to grab my own character, and then Wiki said Jonathan, and it stopped. And I was like, I know who this was.
So the Tommy gun, I'm assuming has multi-attack.
It does, as a matter
And
of
so I'll
fact.
be making use of that to attack multiple bad guys. Well, hopefully. Ooh, a 24.
And how many bad guys were you shooting at?
I've never done multi-attack. I didn't know.
Oh, God. So the way multi-attack works is you sort of declare how many you want to shoot at, and then you make an attack for each of them, but there's a -1 cumulative penalty. So if you wanted to shoot 5, you would take a -5 to each of the 5 rolls that you were going to roll.
I think I would do. So okay.
So, for instance,
What'd
if
you
you wanted
roll?
to shoot 4, you would roll 4 times, and each suffers a -4 penalty.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say I would do 4 though. The kind of that front line there.
Perfect.
So there's 1.
So a 20 does hit. However, that first one is okay, but you can keep shooting. It's going to be...
Okay. 22. So 18 to hit.
18 will hit. It's DC 19 still. Ooh. Next one.
Ooh, that's probably not going to hit.
10 will not hit, no.
I'm getting discouraged because they're wearing bulletproof armor.
Because they're definitely not.
Like me fighting with the snowballs all over again.
You just take out 1. As I get a 13 on that one's toughness save. Excellent. So what happens, Alex, is you dive into cover and unload with your Tommy gun.
So I just kind of like, I just kind of fire like a 14-year-old with a Tommy gun. Kind of a spray and pray, kind of like, oh my god!
Excellent. Oh no!
Mom, Dad, it's happening again!
Premature spraying.
Jonathan, did you give my son a weapon?
He's very good with it.
Not.
Give my 14-year-old son a weapon.
Jonathan.
Ardeth, over to you.
Weapons.
Who?
Unwilling to be shown up by the 15-year-old, Ardeth will come up beside Alex, give him the thumbs up and the nod, before doing the exact same. Let's take 4 shots at 4 people. Because you can't be shown up by the 15-year-old.
14.
You're 15 in my heart. It's okay. Roly bugger. So 9's not going to hit. 16's probably not going to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay.
And
16
you should be doing at least damage 4. I don't know why your damage is down, but DC 19. That's 1 down.
Another hit.
Another hit. That one's fine.
And a miss. You're right. Bulletproof armor.
You did take out 1 though.
It's the 30s. Bulletproof armor doesn't exist.
It definitely doesn't look like robes. But what happens, Ardeth, is you take cover next to Alex and
Oh, so give them the thumbs up before doing the exact same shooting, and one goes down. And we don't tell them that we only got this few, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. And we'll prepare himself to keep shooting, but that's his turn.
Excellent. Jonathan.
Oh no. I mean, he's just gonna scream wildly and run with them. Like, just run with them. He's going to shoot, but I doubt he's gonna shoot he's gonna actually hit anything. So he's gonna be like, ah, and then he's gonna shoot.
Excellent.
As he goes by. So he's only gonna aim though. I mean, he's actually gonna aim for all of them, but he's really only gonna aim for the one guy in between the two that got hit.
Excellent.
So he's like, ah! He runs over here. And then he's going to shoot at that one guy. 27.
And get a critical hit, like it's no big deal.
Headshot.
Yeah, that definitely tracks.
Coming out.
What's the DC on your rifle? It should be up in the top in your attack section on the character sheet.
So definitely hit the wrong button then.
That's okay. It's the same. It's the same modifier. I just
Okay,
I just
good.
need to know what the DC is.
20.
And then it's +5 for the critical for a 25. Yeah, Jonathan, you blow that dude's head off. What happens?
Well, Ardeth and I just kind of like look over at the same time, I think.
It's still just one.
Still just one. Yes, still just one. But yeah, he just like runs by, like shooting at random, just like, ah! Like making the banging noise as he's going by, and just like ducks behind Ardeth, like, oh, fuck.
Excellent.
I bet he's even saying something like, "Did I hit one?" As he's
Yeah, like it's like, oh my god, like he's like closing his eyes as he shoots, like running by them, like he's like just not even like, just running.
Awesome.
That was definitely mine. He hit that.
Rick, over to you.
Well, I'm actually going to run and gun. So I'm going to fire while on the move. I'm going to move toward Evie while telling Alex, cover now. And
Boy, why is your daddy so mad?
I have the dual pistols. I don't know if that has multi-attack on it.
I think the dual pistols actually have split on it, which is a little different than multi-attack. You could take your damage and split it between two targets. So if it's damage 4, you can do 2 damage against 2 targets, or 3 damage against one and 1 against the other.
All right. Well, let's just roll and see what happens, and
Excellent.
go from there. Yep.
And the benefit of split is there's no penalty to hit, it just lowers the damage. And a 16 is enough to hit.
Okay.
For DC. I guess I should have asked if you were going to split before that, but are you going to split any of it?
No, I'll just take out the closest.
Excellent. So you yell at Alex, say get down for cover. You do take one out. What happens, Rick?
I'm just running and gunning, fanning as I run past everyone. I'm really just trying to deter the people from continuing forward, and I will, take out that guy, whatever, and stand in front of my wife because hopefully she's not trying to shoot things.
Excellent. Evie.
Yes. I am, unfortunately for Rick, I am going to move up so I can get a line of sight on these guys and do an assessment to figure out who they are and why they're doing this.
Excellent. So go ahead and make
Why is this my family?
Why is this always your family, no matter what?
That's the real question.
Give me an insight check, Evie.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, snap. Where is the...
It'll be in the bottom right of the character sheet. Yep.
Okay, 18.
And that's opposed by their insight. You win. So you are able to find out. Joe got an 18, I got a 10. That is 2 degrees of success. You're able to figure out that they are a lower power level than you. I'm also able to give you 2 of their exact numbers if you want to know their dodge and parry. And since you have eidetic memory, you have seen these folks before. This is the Ptolemaic Order. They are a group of sort of Greco-Egyptian extremists who seem to stem from the librarians from the ancient library before it was destroyed. You'll have to rack your brain a little bit more about what else you know about them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay, you said they're a lower power level. Yes, if I could have dodge parry, or hang on, those are 2 different things in the system, right?
correct. Yep.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go with dodge and toughness.
Their dodge is 4 and their toughness is 4,
Oh, okay.
which means you need a 14 to hit them, and they get a +4 to toughness checks.
Okay. Uh-oh. These guys are pretty extreme. Might not want to kill all of them if you can manage that.
Grievously injured? Okay.
Sure, Evie. We'll get right on that.
You were worried you couldn't channel Rick.
It'll be helpful to talk to them. Just keep one alive, please, at least. And that's all, because the assessment is my action, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I usually do a house rule in the superhero in like the higher power level games that assessment's not a full round or standard action, but at lower power levels I like to keep it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna have to hit them kind of hard to do anything, anyways.
I don't know. That guy's head came off pretty easy.
Yeah, did you see that? I did that.
Jonathan.
And the men on horseback are going to race into this area.
Wait,
It
they're
was a
on-
good shot, Jonathan.
They are on horseback. Yes. Sorry.
Oh God, I didn't even know there were that many. Oh, always zoom out of the map. Oh, son of
He
a
looks
bitch.
mad.
I only
He
have,
shot his
one
brother.
left.
Excellent. So, Ardeth, you're going to catch a couple as they come racing in. They're going to try to slash at you with sabers and keep on trucking. So, one's going to aid the other one. One will fail to aid the other one because I rolled a 6. The one that is rolling to hit gets a 9 to hit Ardeth. That's probably not going to hit.
It does not feel like it.
No, it doesn't feel like it. And they will keep running. They'll crash through the market on their horses and come back out to the other side over here. These 2 next to Jonathan are going to take a nice little swipe at Jonathan. Did I leave all the good numbers at home? What the heck? 8 and 13 are neither going to hit Jonathan.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll crit once you get to me.
Oh, suck it.
1 for Ricky. 12. That's not going to hit Rick.
Here it comes.
And then Alex. 16 to hit Alex.
That'll hit.
I need a toughness save, Alex, for a 19.
I take a bruise because I got an 18.
Excellent. So they come in. They sort of storm through this sort of broken down building that you guys are huddled in, where your archaeology site was. They stomp through on horseback, swinging their swords wildly, only getting a little bit of the teenager's blood.
Actually, can I spend my hero point to gain the ability to interpose?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to do that.
And you can keep your hero point. I'll give it right back to you because of your family complication.
Sorry, I'm still looking at what's on my character sheet.
No worries. Yep, go ahead and give me a toughness save for a 19. Rick will take a bruise.
Yep.
Like father, like son. Like son, like father. Something like that.
Excellent. So, Rick, what happens as you dive in?
I just scream at Alex, and jump in front of him, like not even looking at the guy, but looking at Alex, and shield him, take that swipe across the back, and just, I said, cover.
But I haven't had a chance to act yet in the initiative, Dad.
We talked about this. Everybody takes turns. Over to you, Alex.
Question is, do I misunderstand what the direction my dad gave me? No. Is there somewhere I can go that's got decent cover?
Yeah. Definitely from ranged attacks. You can hide behind any of these pillars. You can find cover underneath the overhang here of this open building.
I am going to go over kind of behind this pillar here, and just like fire blindly around it at this guy. So I don't know how that would necessarily work, but
So you're looking to do? Are you looking to just shoot at the one target? Okay. If you want to shoot blindly for a penalty, but to get better cover, I'm okay with you taking like up to -2 to add 2 to your defenses.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Excellent.
And miss.
Yes, 12 is not enough to hit, but you are nice and nestled back there with +5 to defenses for cover.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. So you go dive for cover. You spray wildly around the corner there. They duck. People in the buildings back here yell a little bit.
Your family ducks.
Ardeth, over to you.
Get the duck instructions. So we're going to go over here. And we're going to put a lot of bullets into the guy to the north. Don't want to roll twice, but a 21 to hit.
That's a lot of bullets.
That's a lot of bullets.
And that's a single target you're shooting?
Yep.
That gives you a bonus of 7 above his dodge, so you will get +2 damage for a DC 21.
Mm-hmm.
Which is enough to fell him. What happens, Ardeth?
We'll just start rattling off shots into the first guy, and we'll use takedown to shoot the horse of the other guy.
Not the horse!
Well, we gotta take one alive.
No.
It's only a 16 for the horse.
Is that what? Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Sorry, horse.
And horse toughness is at 6.
I don't like the fact that they put a horse toughness in there because that means they anticipated the horse being
I mean,
What's the color for my horse's dead? Purple. So yeah,
I'll make it easy for Alex.
The horsey.
So Ardeth, you shoot that guy's horse. He slumps over. It lands on his leg. You hear a crunching noise and him screaming in the desert sky.
See, he's alive, just grievously injured. It's what you wanted.
Teamwork.
I didn't want you to kill the horse.
You didn't say don't kill the horse. You said don't kill the guy. He's not dead. He's just hurt. Badly. He's screaming loud.
You did. I heard.
Sorry. That's me.
Awesome. Jonathan.
Well, Jonathan's feeling invigorated having shot the one guy and the other guy missed. So he's feeling slightly invincible and is going to run after.
all right.
He's going to go after this guy over here. Where am I, Sarah?
He very, very definitely saw gold.
That is exactly what Jonathan would do, though. He'd get cocky after a lucky shot.
Yeah, the guy missed him. He got to shoot it. He shot a guy with his eyes closed. So now he's feeling very confident in his abilities.
Let's see how well I do with my eyes open.
Yeah, exactly. If I can shoot one guy with my eyes closed, and he is going to shoot that guy in the corner there.
I love that you ran like right up to him to shoot him.
Yeah.
I mean, he works with handguns, but he doesn't realize. It's the same for most people with handguns. You go right up into their face for intimidation purposes, but like he's far enough away the guy can't stab him. So
He's still screaming.
yeah, he's just kind of like ah!
It's turned from terror screaming into charge screaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Without stopping.
Okay, what's the difference between the Derringer and the rifle?
The Derringer is a small holdout pistol, so it's easier to hide and it does less damage.
Okay, so I don't want to use that. I'm going to use the rifle.
Rifle him.
But I literally just ran across with like a big rifle like this with my eyes closed. Okay, that feels right though.
Rifle him.
Ugh.
That is perfect.
Well, Jonathan, with your eyes open.
With my eyes open, I got a 12.
He's only this far away.
Bullet sails over him and slams into the wall behind him. And he looks down on you with an angry look on his face.
And Jonathan just goes, I think it misfired. And just like turns and run away.
Nice.
Oh, that was exactly how it turned out.
Rick, over to you.
Okay.
The dog says, get your shit together.
Oh, I'm getting my shit together. I'm going to turn and look at Evie and go, your turn. And I'm just going to pick her up, throw her over my shoulder, and move us both over to our son.
Nice.
Who's gonna do something?
Nope.
That's it. I still have one of my guns out.
Awesome. I'm going to give you a hero point because that was so in character. Evie, now that your plans have been foiled.
Barely. I just have someone else I will do this to instead. So that guy right there is the one that's strapped into the horse, yeah?
Yes, yep.
Okay. Sorry. She is gonna march up on this side of him with her gun pointed at him, and I'm gonna use beginner's luck, so I'm spending a hero's point, and I am going to intimidate him into stop fighting because we want to keep him alive, and I'm speaking to him in his language.
Excellent. So yeah, go ahead and spend the hero point.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, this map is at a very low scale, so the regular tokens are enormous.
+5 to that.
Good job, Evie. Oh my goodness. So 26
Yeah.
to intimidate. Awesome.
Yeah.
He kind of looks up at you with the defiant, like, rage in his eyes that subsides when you flash the gun in his face, and he sort of looks over at the other ones away. You're not sure if maybe he's new to the organization, or he is noticing how quickly they're all dying and he doesn't want to be a part of this anymore, but he seems to be pliable to whatever your request is.
It's simply like, be still, stop fighting, I'll get you out from under the horse. Or I'll shoot you.
And he sort of holds his hands up and he nods.
So Rick picks up his wife, takes her to cover, puts her down.
She immediately
It's like
went down.
this, and immediately she just marches out and like, why is this my life?
Your wife's very scary.
Excellent. After Evie is the remaining Ptolemaic warriors. There's only 4 of them left, so let me see what they want to do. Might be too rich for their blood. It's too rich for their blood. I rolled an 8 on their will save to sort of stick around. They are going to take a double move action running away from this area back out towards the desert from whence they came. And it is up to you all if you want to continue combat or if you are happy to let them ride away. Starting with Alex.
I'm gonna let them ride because I don't want to piss off my dad.
He's having a very bad day.
Alex, come help take his weapons away.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome. Is anybody gonna take a shot at them, or is it okay if I drop us out of combat?
Rick may just take a shot out of pure frustration.
Spite.
Yeah. So he's just gonna. He's not really trying anything. He's just shooting wildly out towards them.
Well, 14 does hit.
Ah!
Oh no!
And I rolled a 1 on that one's toughness save, so the guy in the back gets winged and knocked off his horse.
Just casually won't mention that Alex still has a Tommy gun and walk up there and make sure the guy doesn't get handsy with Evie.
Oh, I was, doing that as I was walking in the direction of the rest of my family.
And Jonathan just kind of moves to the edge and is like, yeah, take that, guys! Like he did anything, and kind of just walks towards everybody else.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Rick he's not concerned with whatever they're going to do, talking to the people, because whatever. He's going to keep his eye on the horizon and the perimeter. Gun's still out because, we can't just have a nice, quiet dig. We always gotta this.
It was quite nice.
Okay, so get the horse off the man, pull him out. Broken anywhere? Bleeding?
His leg is definitely broken.
Oh.
Gross.
I didn't want him to run away.
Fair. Okay. Assuming she knows how to do medic type things. Wrong.
You can make a treatment check if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna go for that.
I'm gonna give everybody a hero point for the scene as well.
Here we go. It's a 22 on treatment.
That's not bad.
No.
You sort of stabilize the situation. You're not going to put it in a cast or anything, but you are able to ease some of the pain.
Take scarf off and be still.
I'm gonna step back a few steps because I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm fighting back tears because I'm a 14-year-old boy who just saw a horse get killed.
How many people got killed? But the horse is what gets you. Good man.
I mean,
Yeah.
Good man.
14-year-old boy.
People make bad decisions. Horses don't get the option to make bad decisions.
exactly.
He could have dodged. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Man, our death. Cold-blooded.
No doubt.
Okay. So then, need to figure out what were you trying to do by running through our site? That wasn't smart.
This is not your site. This site belongs to the Great Librarian. And you should not be here.
But why? There's things to discover and to learn. What are you protecting?
The secrets of the library.
Huh. Yes.
This is not the
Yeah.
place for you.
Just vague enough to be annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Arda, do you have any kind of insight into this situation?
Well, I mean, he feels very protective of this land. I get that. He's just very, very wrong. So,
Seeing as we met under similar circumstances, you could help him understand we aren't here to destroy anything or intentionally destroy anything.
Evie, if he says anything about mummies, we're leaving.
Yes, Rick.
Ardith will kneel down beside him. Kind of put his hands on his knees and look him in the eye. Bark like a dog. Just wait. That wasn't me. So you try and protect this place, but why? Who do you work for? You're not in charge.
I work for the Great Librarian.
Oh my god.
Who is Great Librarian? I've not heard of him.
That is simply his name. He is the Great Librarian. The Order of
Must have had
Ptolemy.
terrible parents.
This is a great annoyance. And Rick is gonna just wander off. Or not Rick. Jonathan's just gonna wander off.
Excellent.
I'm gonna follow him.
Jonathan and Alex, give me a perception check as you are walking that way.
Oh shit.
I got a 17.
I got a 16.
Alex, you notice in the dirt next to this guy, there's a little gold key in the sand, just out of his pockets.
I'm gonna surreptitiously pick it up.
Oh.
Give me a sleight of hand check to surreptitiously.
I was gonna say, I got really excited because Keone has really good sleight of hand and Jonathan.
I'm gonna spend a hero point.
Straight up. I see you. I see you. Grab it.
He can spend a hero point if he wants.
Yep. It's absolutely the kind of thing that Alex has put a hero point on. So I got a 19.
Evie, you can make a perception check for me to see if you notice it.
I think Evie's dying right now.
Nope. Did not notice.
Best part is I didn't even have to spend the hero point to beat it.
Oh my god.
I mean, can I? Because I definitely
Rick is also a parent.
of this particular child.
Yeah. I think Evie's too distracted trying to figure out what he's meaning by library.
Ah!
Oh. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to look at him.
I'll be right back. I'm so
What?
sorry.
It was on the ground.
I'm just going to hold my hand out.
I'll give it to him.
so yeah, it's a golden key. The bow of the key is fashioned in the shape of an eye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Evie,
Huh?
I'm just going to hand it over to her. Because
Oh.
I'm gonna grumble and stomp off to Jonathan in a huff.
I was gonna say, if I see that flash, would I be able to tell? Because I've got treasure hunting.
you have what is called greed.
Hey, I like treasure hunting better.
Yeah. Treasure hunting's good.
Would I be able, could I check on the expertise of treasure hunting, like that I recognize what it is?
Sure.
That might be something we are looking for.
I mean, it's gold. It's definitely something you're looking for.
Well, I'm gonna safely assume a 10 didn't do shit.
A 10 is enough to let you know that it is probably valuable. And that keys like these are usually reserved for weird secret doors in strange Egyptian tombs.
I mean, even Rick knew that.
Can I don't know if I should do like a history check on the key or a mythology check for the librarian.
Warden Maximus wants Alex to know stop picking up random artifacts. And Squirrel Launcher says you're not allowed to die, Evie. So you're not allowed to die, Evie.
Yeah, sorry.
We did that yet. We did that already.
Yeah.
Very dry in the
I
desert.
probably shouldn't attempt that again, but I'm sorry. I'm still getting over COVID. So, I'll try not to cough at the audience too much. I apologize. I'm going to go with mythology.
Excellent.
Mythology for 200, Alex.
This Alex, not that Alex.
It's funny because his name is Alex.
Yes.
Can we call him Baby Alex?
I'm fine with that.
Which one?
I I was gonna say why not both, but then I was like, shit, we're back in the same boat again.
Excellent. So Evie, what you know with the 22, thinking about the great librarian that he's speaking of, you know that centuries ago, at the height of the Library of Alexandria's influence, Egypt found itself in the middle of a dynastic crisis. King Ptolemy VII, a supporter of the library, was murdered and usurped by his uncle. The new king, Ptolemy VIII, helpfully enough, wanted to purge Egypt of all the Greek influence it had suffered under since the time of Alexander the Great. He expelled all of Alexandria's academics, including head librarian Aristarchus of Samothrace.
Bless you.
What you've read, Evie, in the Bainbridge Scholars' Archives is that Aristarchus and his scholars swore an oath that they would not let the sacred knowledge of the library fall into the wrong hands. They gathered scrolls and items that they could, and they fled as the king's soldiers moved in to burn the library and its texts. They christened themselves the Ptolemaic Order and slipped out of Alexandria to nobody knows where.
Here.
Yeah, weird enough. You do know that the Order sort of busies itself with collecting knowledge from the library, and since the destruction of the library, they've collected other hidden knowledge from weird places across the world. But nobody knows where they're based in, and nobody knows who they are.
Aristarchus Samothrace is what you say, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh my. Well, good to know we were in the right spot. I had a couple of different places I was unsure about, so, I mean, just your arrival means we're getting close to the wonderful library. It's really up to you whether or not we keep digging around until we find it, destroying things in the process, unfortunately, because my brother over there really likes dynamite. So would you like to help us? And we'll continue helping you get better with, we'll get you a proper doctor.
Give me a persuasion check.
I feel like once Evie pointed over to me, John
So-
was like thumbs up. Like had no idea what he was thumbs upping, but just assumed it was something.
So I hear Evie say dynamite, and I just pull a stick of dynamite out of my vest.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's
And
her husband more dynamite happy than
yes,
her brother.
yes. And walk over to this gentleman and let's just say we're gonna put it in his mouth.
Oh, put it in his pants.
No.
I'll give Evie a +2 circumstance bonus for your intimidation assistance, Rick. For a total of a 23 for Evie's persuasion. And the soldier, he sort of looks up, looks at the dynamite in his mouth, shakes his head back and forth, and nods at Evie. I'll tell you everything I know.
Wonderful.
Take it out.
And he will sort of get to his feet with the little makeshift crutch you guys have put together for him. And he will hobble over to this corner of this building. And he will point at this pillar, and he'll sort of wipe away some of the sand and the grime, and you see there is a keyhole on this pillar. He says the key goes in there.
Oh, what y'all doing over here? I don't know how to do a British accent. The only one I can do is Cockney, and that's not his accent, so.
Go with what you know.
Don't get your vowels.
Yeah. If you watch Doctor Who, Donna is the one I associate the British accent with the best.
I'll just start coughing up a lung if I even attempt it too much.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Let's go.
I'm like, try the king.
Well, good job, Evie. It seems like we're done with him.
He sort of looks back with a frightened look on his face.
Oh.
He might be helpful once wherever this leads. We don't need to waste resources.
It's going to kill him.
A bullet or a person, like maybe. Nothing.
He says, "I'll be helpful. Please don't hurt me."
Or
Do I need to roll anything for the key, or?
Nope. You just stick it in the pillar. You turn it clockwise, and the pillar begins to scrape stone on stone as it rotates and goes descending into the ground, revealing a staircase that goes down into darkness.
so as the things start to move, I will move up in front of everyone, which I'm assuming Ardith will join me. Because we've done this before.
I was literally just about to say I run in front of everyone.
No.
No.
I just see both of them like on either shoulder.
No.
Oh, go back with your mom. Come here, Alex.
Alex, you watch The Prisoner.
Not me like that.
You're a grown man. You could do whatever you want. Just not in my house.
That last party really was so messy.
So messy.
Apologize.
Awesome. So, I look around and I find like one of the nearby torches. Here you go. And I hand it to Rick.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Cool.
And I will begin to descend.
Excellent.
Beside you.
Gun in one hand, torch in the other.
Beautiful. So the music begins to swell over the scene as you all descend into the darkness, and the camera pans up over the Alexandria skyline until we catch back up with everybody down in the depths of this maze underneath the twisting, winding streets of Alexandria. We're going to go into a skill challenge now. So what I need everybody to do is I'm going to list a couple of options for how you can contribute, and if you guys want to divide up that effort together to do aid checks for one another, or if one of you wants to focus on one particular thing, I'm just sort of go through, and then each of you will have a role to figure out how we're contributing. So
I'm doing teamwork.
These were lots of rules that you told me were not new, and I don't recall any of these rules before.
we haven't used a lot of skill challenges in City of Destiny.
And also, Aunt Puppy, Keonian really big on teamwork.
So yeah,
Murder's a skill challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
So I'm going to need checks to traverse gaps and clear rubble or avoid booby traps. Relevant expertise to to help figure out the correct path through this twisting maze. Perception checks or investigation checks to search for clues left behind. So navigation checks, pathfinding checks, and investigation checks, basically. So however you all want to divide that work up, those are the three things that have to be accomplished during this skill challenge.
What was the first one?
Pathfinding, so clearing rubble, traversing gaps, disarming booby traps, that sort of thing.
Got that in spades.
Well, investigation is my highest skill.
Yeah, that's the only skill I have out of a list of those.
I have a thing that's teamwork, and when I use that, it is +5 circumstance bonus to checks.
Yes, so anytime you roll in a team check, you add 5 to whatever you roll, because you're helping with the teamwork.
Yeah, all I've got is investigation. So
I will. What is your investigation? Is it?
5.
Why don't you assist me?
That work? Well, you would assist me, little boy.
But I have a 7.
Aww.
You're assisting from the back. It's fine.
Yeah, he's front following me.
Yeah, he's assisting from the front.
And I have an 8 in investigation as well.
Oh, why is my face so big?
Because I'm changing maps. Sorry.
Terrifying. It's just like, Jonathan!
Boom.
What is Ardeth's perception or investigation?
I mean, does treasure hunting count as anything?
Yeah. Treasure hunting would help finding the path down here.
I was going to use athletics, actually, to clear past rubble and bridge gaps so I can throw a rope across for everyone else to make their way.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I'm going to help with that.
Treasure hunting I have is an 8, so...
That's awesome.
So if Jonathan wants to roll treasure hunting to help navigate, that would be covering that part of the portion. If Evie and Alex want to do the investigation/perception, and then Rick and Ardeth want to do the traversing part, the athletics part.
Yes, I feel like treasure hunting would be the best for Jonathan, because that would make sense that he would know kind of like the pathways that they generally all use kind of to trick people, because he's been, looting a lot.
For some time, yeah. That makes sense to me. So, we'll go with Jonathan first, because Jonathan's finding the path.
That is a 14.
14. Are you happy with the 14?
You have hero points.
That feels like I shouldn't be happy with a 14. So I'm
a lot of hero points.
No, I'm not happy with that. And I'm going to use a hero point to roll it again. Get out of here, hero point.
Occasionally I provide clues.
A 19?
19 is a success. So that'll be 1 success on the skill challenge. Just let me note that real quick.
Okay, so 14 is too low, 19 is enough.
And it might be different from check to check.
Fuck!
Yep.
But Jonathan, do you want to narrate for me a little bit what this looks like as you start to successfully lay out a path for the team to follow?
It's a creepy dungeony thing. We walk this way.
That actually sounds pretty accurate. They keep the treasure over here.
That way. I'm going this way.
Yeah.
That's actually probably more accurate. He says, well, they keep the treasure over here, so we all go, okay, so we go that way.
Excellent.
In the last pyramid I investigated, that way is the way we want to go.
Awesome. So Ardeth and Rick, if you guys can do the pathfinding for me now. It could be an athletics or an appropriate power check. Acrobatics might work too.
I will athleticate this thing.
I don't think that's a word.
Oh my god!
Stumbled on some gravel.
Rick, go down the hole.
Get down the hole.
I found it!
Well, that is a path.
I found this hole! Oh my god, that's a 20.
20 is 2 degrees of success.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, Jonathan would just stand at the top of the
22.
and be like, hey, Rick found it.
Because it was a 2 on the die, so.
Lord.
Yeah, so that's why it's a 20.
Right.
12 plus 12 plus 8.
That's how math works.
No worries.
That checks out.
And Ardeth, if you want to... Or, sorry. I guess I should specify this is a team check, so one of you is aiding the other one because you're working together.
I'll aid.
So I'll give you your hero point back because 12 is enough to aid for a +2 bonus for Ardeth.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I was like, whoa, there's a hole there.
Yep, that's my bad.
Cool.
So Ardeth,
Good job with the hole.
Ardeth, you'll get a +1 or a +2 for your athletics check.
So avoiding the hole that Rick conveniently pointed out. How about a 31?
Wow.
A 31?
Wow.
And you didn't even roll a natural 20.
I think he found it.
It was a natural 19. How many degrees of success is that? That's...
All of them.
We
We
don't
went-
know, Alex.
I'm doing the math. Just give me a second. It's my calculator button. That is 4 degrees of success, Ardeth. So, what happens as Rick and Ardeth masterfully guide you guys through this tomb like you've been doing this your whole life or something?
Oh, well, obviously, after the grunt work of shoving rocks to the side and work, Ardeth will leap across one hole and hold out his hand to Rick, who will start to slip and fall into the hole, and Ardeth will grab his hand, pull him over to the other side, and set him there and goes, "Be careful, it's slippery," before he almost falls in a hole, and Rick has to grab him and set him on the side and goes, "Yes, it is." But we don't talk about the fact almost holes happen, but path looks good.
Excellent. And then Evie and Alex with your investigation check as you are checking the walls for clues, doing all that fun stuff.
I am going to assist.
That is a successful assist. You just need to roll a 10.
Woohoo.
So that is a +2 for Evie, +5 for the teamwork advantage.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Oh, thank God.
Alex is just really happy to be able to being allowed to help.
19 total.
19 is a degree of success if you're happy with that.
I am not.
Shouldn't no, that's a 20. That's not 19.
The 20 is still only 1 degree of success.
Okay.
+2, +5.
Plus
yeah,
2
it's
for
a 20.
+7 from me.
Oh, much better. That now gets ridiculous. But...
So that's 21 +2 for Alex is 23 +5 for teamwork is 28.
Yeah.
Which will be 3 degrees of success.
Okay. Better.
2 degrees of
3
success.
is
2.
better than 1.
2 degrees.
Who? There's something too? Okay.
That is how math works.
Okay.
Math is hard. But that is 7 degrees of success total for the skill challenge, which is super awesome. Evie and Alex, I will point out, before I hand over the narration to you all, you do find some deep scratch marks in some of the walls. You also find some tufts of sort of loose, rotting fur in a couple of locations as you're making your way down. But you also find a number of clues related to the library itself.
Cool.
So, what happens, Alex and Evie, as you all are following along, keeping
Well-
track of everything?
As soon as I see the claw marks and the fur, I'll be like, "Mom, are werewolves real too?"
We're not in the right region for that.
Oh.
Maybe. Let me see. I have been thoroughly distracted with whatever markings are along the walls and reading what I can find, or at least trying to determine what's going on walls with like any kind of decorative elements or hieroglyphs or pictographs or anything. And yeah, definitely lean in close, and I'm gonna pluck off some of the old decay fur and be like, I'll save this for later.
Rick is going to come up beside her and lean in and go, "Did our son just say werewolves?"
He's making assumptions. Okay. He has an active imagination, and that is a wonderful thing.
At least it's not mummies.
He is correct about that.
You better find something to knock on.
I'm
Do
going
it,
to knock on
somebody do
Jonathan's
it.
head. I'm just going to knock on Jonathan's head.
Oi!
Excellent. Well, thanks to your guys' skill challenge, you are able to find your way where you need to go. You also are going to receive a +2 bonus to your initiative check if there is a conflict in this scene.
Oh,
Can't imagine.
there's gonna be one now.
And you'll get a +2 circumstance bonus on your first investigation check wherever you wind up. So, speaking of where you wind up, you do emerge from the corridor and feel your breath catch in your chest at the sight before you. There's a cavernous chamber standing before you with limestone stairs descending into a recessed area of crisscrossing stone shelves. A walkway wraps around the pit, terminating in statues of an ibis-headed god, seated before a cloth-covered circle in the corners. Various papyrus scrolls and jars line the shelves, and rotted tables made of woven reeds are scattered across the floor. Chipped and faded paintings of that same ibis-headed god being tended by baboons, carrying scrolls, cover the walls. And just beyond your torchlight, you can make out a large circular door made of gold painted to resemble an eye, seemingly a vault of some kind, and the air is stale with the must of 1,000 years.
Look, Mom, it's... And I will go ahead and state whatever the name of that god that has the ibis head, because Alex has more ranks in history and mythology than Brandon does.
Probably Toth.
It is Toth.
Jonathan's eyes just get real big and he starts groping the door.
Jonathan, stop touching.
Why did we do that in sync?
He doesn't listen. Oh god, he's gonna hit a booby trap.
Yep.
Shit.
No, nothing happens when Jonathan goes up and paws the door.
Well, that's good. Talk though. Okay.
Which side is the door on?
The far side over here from you.
So. Oh my god, where did I go? Oh my god.
Oh, I was big
Bottom
for a
down
second.
You're at the entrance on the bottom.
Nope. You just run across?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
He saw that it was a
Except-
gold door and he just ran across and was like molesting it.
Thanks for thank you for stopping by, Squirrel Launcher. It's nice to have you, and we'll see you next week. We like to be fun.
That's an old roommate of mine from college.
Nice. Tell them we appreciate them.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan just ran across when he saw gold and started molesting the door.
It's safe enough for Jonathan, so I'm gonna start walking in. But I'm looking
He starts to move. Rick is going to reach out and try to scruff him by the back of his collar.
What?
Both of us did. We're like, no, you don't get to follow your uncle's footsteps, literally and figuratively.
What?
Jonathan. Okay. I'm gonna do another perception check for traps or anything, and just like maybe he just got freaking lucky.
I'd take an investigation check, actually. If you don't.
Investigation. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much better for me. Cool.
And don't forget you have a +2.
15.
You don't see anything that looks like a trap.
I am still cautious when I walk across this floor. I don't know
Oh.
if that is anything. That's just flavor text.
I'll take a more deliberate path, so if something terrible happens, they'll know where to step or not to step.
Excellent.
I am going to leave Alex right at the doorway
What?
and go stay put. And I will stay on the upper part and sort of start walking the perimeter of that.
I'm gonna turn my back to my dad and start kicking rocks.
Dang. Cool. I'd like a team investigation check around the room, if that's okay. I'd like everybody to roll and aid whoever has the highest modifier. It could be investigation, expertise, treasure hunting, expertise, explorer, anything like that might be relevant.
I'm happy to aid whoever wants it, because it's not me.
What's
So just a perception check then.
Perception or investigation, whichever one's higher for you.
Perception.
Are we all rolling it, or are we picking somebody to roll it?
I fail to aid because I am watching my son.
So everyone is going to roll at least once, and whoever has the highest modifier will get the bonus.
Nice.
This
What?
Ardeth.
Can I do history?
Hmm.
Can you do what? History? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, history's fine.
Oh, yeah.
That is a successful aid, and you get +5 for teamwork. So, by your powers,
I rolled 4.
that's true. That is you can roll again if you want.
No, I'll leave it. I'll who just got that?
That would be Ardeth.
Ardeth. I'm gonna assist Ardeth.
Yeah, so Ardeth, thanks to the aid from the whole group, that gets kicked up.
Except me.
Right, everybody but Rick.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing a great job except Cody. That'll be a 32 for Ardeth for the team check, basically. All of you combined, you're able to find out that this room appears to be part of the library's archives. As you're sort of poking through, the rotting scrolls among the shelves and tables mention arcane rituals and describe mystic artifacts from throughout Egypt's history. The statues and paintings in the room depict Thoth, an Egyptian god of the moon, reckoning, learning, and writing. He was held as the creator of language and as an advisor to the other gods, specifically Ra, the sun god. Ardeth, you notice that there are recent footprints in the dust that don't belong to you all. They track in from the tunnel you entered through, lead down the stairs all the way to the eye door, stopping to take cover among the shelves on the way. It's hard to tell exactly how many individual tracks there are, but there were at least 4 or 5 people here recently. You also find a small wicker box in a compartment on one of the shelves that seems to depict a papyrus image of Thoth and the moon changing phases over him. You see the new moon, half moon, full moon, and another half moon.
Do I see anything in my vicinity that I can play with?
There are cloths covering a circular disc above the statues.
Gonna just kind of slowly walk over. Curious. What's that? I'm gonna grab one.
When you pull it down, you see there is a silver mirror above the statue that looks like it rotates, changing how much mirror is showing.
Hey, Dad, look! It's just like you told me at Hamanoptera.
Evie,
Yes?
your son.
Oh,
I'm helping!
we found the light source. Let's get this fixed up.
Does it look like the same kind of lighting trick as we've seen before, or is it different?
It looks a little different. It looks like the mirror rotates in such a way that more or less silver is showing. So if you rotate the mirror, the silver goes into the frame behind the wall. So it can be like all silver, it can be partially silver, it can be no silver.
I think this is about the moons.
Evie,
Huh?
he'll lift up his wicker box showing different phases of the moon. Perhaps this?
Oh. Okay. So then maybe if we set them to new, full, waxing, and waning, something might happen.
Could be, but people were here before, Rick, so careful.
Careful is my middle name.
No.
Yes.
I thought it was Thomas.
No, that's your middle name, Alex.
Jonathan, have you found anything interesting yet?
He's just fondling the door. All right, Alex.
I don't know, Alex. Have I found anything interesting?
You do sort of feel into the grooves. It does feel like this door would separate if some condition was met.
That.
So I will go over to the statue moon disc closest to the back wall away from the door and start turning it. And I would just look at Evie and go, what am I setting this to?
Make it all silver.
And I will do that.
How about this one, Mom?
Half silver, but on the right side. And then I'll make half silver on the left side, and then the other one needs to be no silver.
Final answer?
Did that do anything?
So as you slide the mirrors into place, Jonathan, behind you, the vault door groans as a split appears in the center of the eye, and stone grinds on stone as the two halves pull up into the wall and down into the floor. The room ahead of you appears to be a treasure vault with stacks of golden chests and piles of coins in the center of the chamber.
Jonathan, no, wait,
Uh,
Jonathan.
None of you are fast enough.
In the center of the chamber stands a limestone pedestal with nothing on display. But before you can take stock of the wealth you just found, a shriek fills the air. Looking above and around you, you see the painted baboons in the walls begin ripping themselves out, revealing these terrifying mummified baboon guardians.
It's like the... Oh, okay, you're just like those pygmies, but big. This isn't good.
Yeah, and as the mummy baboons erupt from the wall, I think that might be a good place for us to take our break real quick.
Oh, no.
Rick is going to draw both of his weapons and go, why is it always mummies?
Welcome to Egypt.
So, I want to say thank you to Cody Conyers for the art for the mummy baboons.
Oh, that's awesome.
They are on the cover of the adventure, which I'll share a little later if I can figure out if I can remember where I put that image. But I'll share that after we get to the end point tonight. So yeah, everybody, we're gonna get up, stretch our legs, grab a drink, grab a snack, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.